Oak Hill presents an unabridged recording of Banking on Murder, written by J.D. Whitelaw and read by Sarah Barron. The moral right of the author has been asserted. This performance is owned by Oak Hill. Chapter 1. The front door opened with a creak. The noise seemed to wake everything up. Early morning light seeped in, chasing away the shadows. Martha Parker stood perfectly still in the doorway and looked about her kingdom. The office was hers. The business was hers. This was where she made her money. But more than that, it was where she helped others. She liked to think that in her own small way she was making a difference, even if it came in bad circumstances. Parker's Investigations was her own little empire. She had played with the name, thinking she was clever getting a nod to the P.I. in there. As it turned out, they were mostly known as the nosy Parkers, and not always positively. Still, it was all hers, and it was hopefully growing. Sure, her offices were little more than the garage attached to her house. And yes, more often than not, her clients wanted her to spy on their cheating partners. But to Martha, it was her life, her way of giving back. And that's what made her open the doors every day. This morning, though, she wasn't her normal enthusiastic self. Normally she'd be able to see the good in any situation. The sun shone from her cheery smile, laughter would flow, and everyone would feel all right. Not today, however. Today she was fatigued, bogged down, dog-tired. The festive cheer was starting to get to her. As she heard Fairy Tale of New York once more, she thought she might scream. She didn't mind Christmas. She loved it, in fact. But when the whole machine cranked into gear 6 weeks before the big day, she felt a bit Christmased out. That's why she was standing in the doorway. That's why she hadn't rushed to her desk and started up the computer. That's why the kettle was still quiet and the biscuits hadn't been divvied up amongst the three of them. That's why there was something wrong. "Hold on," she said, watching her breath float away in front of her. "What's gone on here?" She looked about the place. 3 desks were spread out across the room as normal. The computers were off and the phones were all silent. As normal. If she didn't know better, she would have thought the place was exactly the same as she'd left it the night before. Only she did know better. "Right," she said, rolling up the sleeves of her cardigan.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?